right, we have in the cage already Andrew Jones. He's going to be in the finisher's outfit. And then we have Big Will Schlucter, which is going to be going shirtless today out of Mainline United with Steve Bowers in his corner.
So this is the largest weight class that we have tonight. And one of the things that you'll notice is that different weight classes tend to play stylistically slightly different, right? The smaller the competitors,
absolutely.
a lot of times you'll see more guard pulling and that stuff. So it'll be really interesting to see how this match differs from the other matches on the card.
For sure, I'm excited. They get right at it too, which is really what I love, especially with like heavyweights and middleweights. Sometimes they don't always do that, but these guys went right in. 2 brown belts here. And we got a pull.
Yeah.
Andrew will take bottom. He's got a left arm overhook here, but Will able to get himself out and free his arms.
Now Will is trying to create top pressure here, but it's really tough when those butterfly hooks are in there. And a lot of the 10th Planet specialties are really being able to elevate and trying to get in on legs, specifically from a butterfly guard. So Will's got to be mindful of that.
Also, a very similar age matchup. Andrew Jones, 31, and Will is 32.
That was a beautiful pass
Very
by
nice,
Will.
very
beautiful, explosive. He was able to keep that chest-to-chest pressure. Like I said, that can be difficult with the butterfly guard, but when he's able to just jump over like that, that was well-timed.
Will wearing the TAC Team BJJ shorts. I know he comes out of this main line with Steve Bowers, who train under Jared Weiner, and they are notorious for pressure. So this is that old school jiu-jitsu pressure passing, left shoulder in, knee on belly. That is very Jared Weiner for sure.
Yep, working that head and arm isolation there before he popped over to knee on belly. And this can be daunting to spend around here. Yep, there he goes, right back to that head and arm isolation. He might be looking to utilize that to start stepping over for the choke, or he might be using that to just create pressure that might open up a mount opportunity.
Andrew trying to keep his arms locked on bottom. His arm comes unlocked. Both arms in a somewhat bad position here. We'll see if Will does anything with either of those. He could step over for a Kimura as well.
And you can see Will utilizing that Keisekatami, which is one thing that's definitely underutilized in no-gi jiu-jitsu. But coming from a background that's based in judo. Oh, yep. Beautiful Darce here.
Very nice Darce setup, sinking it in deep, almost like kippering his right hand in.
And see, Will's got so much pressure right now, he's able to keep readjusting and just take it slow here because he's got so much pressure from the top. He might be able to get a Bravo choke here or utilize that to take the back. But
Andrew will get free. Very nice.
Yep.
Very nice defense from Andrew.
Very good mindfulness of positioning and just the game of inches. And that's the thing, when you see these high levels, these brown belts, it can be a completely different game, and it's just a small detail that there is able to keep them completely safe.
We're about halfway through the match here, and it's been pretty good energy, good pace so far. Will's got a pretty good resume. This guy's been training for a while. It looks like in 2019 he was actually Fight to Win brown belt gi match of the year, so definitely an entertaining guy.
Yeah, he and I competed on the very first Fight to Win that was ever in Philadelphia. It was, I think, Fight to Win 32 or something like that.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Almost had an armbar attempt, but Will now take bottom, close guard, and Andrew will be on the top.
Looks like he's trying to push his elbows inside for maybe a triangle attempt, but he is being very postured. It's very hard for the bottom man to throw up any kind of submissions right now.
Definitely. Will was doing a good job of controlling that posture, and I think Andrew recognizes that and realizes that he needs to posture up to get out, but Will climbing his guard up. I like seeing the guys, these heavyweight guys, play guard.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's interesting here now to see the reverse. We've gotten to see Will play on top with a lot of top pressure. Now we're getting to see him play from bottom. But in this closed guard, he's still the one in advantage and putting on a lot of pressure. Andrew doing a good job stacking him up here, putting him up on his neck. But
I'm wondering if his arms are in danger, though,
Yeah,
depending on our angle. Yeah, does he have an arm bar? We just can't see from this angle.
He definitely looks like he's threatening the arm. He's got that hook underneath
Could be
the leg
sliding
there.
his left leg over, perhaps, to attack if he really does have it.
Yep, either that or he can switch to a very easy sweep from here, depending on how the reaction is to the armbar.
Absolutely. This is interesting to me because Andrew is the one that comes out of 10th Planet Bethlehem, and I feel like this is one of their signature moves.
Yeah, they have.
And Andrew will free out, sit back. Yeah, absolutely.
With the double armbar, the armbar in with the double armbar, and here we are on a straight ankle lock here from Andrew.
Goes right to the leg, Andrew does, and he'll get the tap.
He gets the quick tap, and that's that 10th Planet style, right? Just once they get into those leg entanglements, they can be so dangerous from those positions. And even though we were in relatively short time, Andrew able to get the finish there.
That was a good match too, because Will looked like he was on the offensive primarily, and then Andrew came back, like got out of that armbar and immediately sat back for the leg.
Yeah, you know, the 10th Planet guys, they have really, really good armbar defense, because in the overtime in that rule set, you start in an armbar, so they train that very actively.
Yeah, definitely. The EBI armbar and back takes are very, very significant in the 10th Planet system.
Yeah, and considering that their whole system is focused really only on no-gi, sometimes gives an advantage to, specifically they work so heavily because of the EBI overtime rules, they put such an emphasis on escaping bad positions and then finishing quickly. Okay, here we go. We're right into this position again. Will
Same
with that
pass does Will. Very nice.
Will is coming back with a vengeance.
You can tell he knows that pass very well, and he's right on the arm of Andrew.
Will wants to get a quick finish here in this round to say, nope, that was a fluke. I was winning all of round one. You caught me. You're not catching me again. Because he knows that if Andrew just survives this round and Andrew just survives next round, Andrew can win off of that. He doesn't, and so Will is putting everything into trying to get a quick sub in this round.
And Andrew, if he wins this round, it would be over. So
yeah.
He definitely needs to be very cautious. I'm sure Will is trying to get that full round back. Absolutely. He's doing a good job on bottom, Andrew is, of keeping his arms tight, but Will really walking up his knees to isolate those arms. He's going to be in a little bit of trouble as Andrew if he does get his arm isolated.
And that's the thing about the arena format, right? It creates excitement because people are willing to take more risks. But you can be winning a round and someone catches a quick sub, and that can feel really brutal as a competitor. But then if you don't normally get a second chance to go out immediately and try and get that back, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the most frustrating thing as a competitor, is if you're winning a match for 4 minutes and 30 seconds and then you get tapped in the last 25, 30 seconds of a round, but you normally don't get to come right back and be like, all right, let me show you that was a fluke, and that's what Will's trying to do here.
It's such a mental game as much as it is physical. You really have to keep yourself in the game the whole time, and Will is doing a great job of that. He's obviously got Andrew in a very good position where he can attack that arm and possibly get the arm bar here if he brings his right leg over. He could also get a triangle depending on which direction he's really looking to go.
Yeah, absolutely. And the other thing is here, because of the way that Will is sitting and trying to slowly take the arm or take an open submission, he is making Andrew carry all of his weight on his upper chest, and it makes it really, really hard to just breathe, and it does take a lot of energy out of you to just sit there in that bottom position defending your hands.
Exactly. Yep. Just cooking him. A good thing to know about Will, too, that he shared with us so graciously is he actually has cystic fibrosis, and he wanted to give a shout out to Dylan, who's 4 years old, and he trains at Gracie, Ohio, who also has cystic fibrosis. So cool stuff.
Oh, that is awesome. Shout out to Dylan.
Doing a great job of controlling, going between mount and then trying to isolate an arm. We're halfway through here. Very nice entrance by
right.
Andrew.
Right into that leg.
Right into single leg X. He's going to bring it across. We'll see if he'll enter in on a leg here. Will could be in trouble with a straight footlock again if Andrew could get his tilt off here a little bit.
Andrew's going to need to bring that knee back and put that foot to the floor and start putting pressure down. He's got to get that knee down.
The thing that scares me about double outside Ashi, though, is that Will could take his back depending on the situation, so that could be scary. There's an opportunity for a heel hook. Oh, and he's going to get it. Outside heel hook.
Outside heel hook.
3 minutes, 20 seconds from Andrew. Round 2 finish. Perfect.
That was a very exciting back and forth match, and that just goes to show you, the submission only rule set. Really, you can be being put in really bad spots, but if you can survive and then immediately get on your offense, you can be dangerous.
Absolutely. You know, neither one of them gave up. I feel like they both showed a lot of heart, and Will shouldn't be going away feeling bad. That was a very good match. I think we've seen a lot of really good matches here tonight.
Yeah.
I've had so many favorites. The Dan O'Neill match with Albert Kochi was one of my favorites. What about you?
I think my favorite match it had to have been Dan versus Kochi. That was an amazing back and forth match.
Yeah, Dan versus Kochi was a really, really good match. I loved the Tirsa Maggie match. That was a very good one.
The Tirsa Maggie match was really good. Honestly, CJ and Justin were good too. And here we have Andrew Jones joining us right now.
So, congratulations on your win. Why don't you give us your thoughts on the match?
That sucked, man. He's good.
Not something we thought you'd say, so I like to hear it. Very
Not
nice.
something I want to do again. He's not fun to roll with.
But you were able to catch the win. Two beautiful leg lock entries. One coming, I think there's only 29 seconds or so left in the first round, and then the other one right there with about 1:40 left. So tell us, was that your strategy coming into this?
I'm definitely best at my leg locks. I knew it's always an option, but you always want it to look perfect. Would have loved to have taken his back, gotten a choke or something, but I'll take what I get.
We were saying, we love to watch like the heavier weight classes when they pull guard and have great guards. And that's exactly what you looked like today in Showcase. Do you find yourself usually to be more of a guard player, or was that a plan for this match?
Yeah, no, I'm not a great wrestler, but I do my best. I work it.
How did you think about the format?
I love it. It's a lot of fun. I wasn't sure with 2 out of 3. I was a little nervous, like, man, what if I get tired in one? But I felt good. Everything was still going well. I like it.
Yeah, you seem to do really, really well out there, especially with the rules format. And it can be tough, right? You get that submission, and then that guy's coming right back after you afterwards.
I think you put 100% into it. Just got to put enough.
Good stuff. Well, you think you could see yourself doing this again in the future?
Yeah, definitely. I had a blast.
Awesome. Well, nice having you, and congratulations on your win, Andrew.
Shout out finishers, finisher sub only. What's up?
Heck yes, we love finishers. 10th Planet Bethlehem.
Absolutely. Congratulations.
Nice job.